So, as you've probably seen in one of my other videos, if you're checking out any of my videos, I'm doing the bathroom wall. I'm boarding it in. And so I'm back on that today and priming the wall and getting ready to paint it wifey's color here. Whatever color that is. Puke green. Anyway, I had a plumber install the water lines, which I'm not real happy with the job he did. I'm going to reroute them and hide them. And he put in the drainage and the vent. And I could have done it myself, but I was busy and I paid somebody else to do it, try and save some time. Well, I've been redoing the work everywhere. And right here, as you can see, there's an ABS, a PVC, there's an ABS, then there's a PVC, then there's a PVC, then there's ABS. Well, I absolutely abhor that. I know that there's a glue for it, and you can technically glue ABS to PVC, and it should be fine. But what happened here today, and I already corrected it, and I should have went and just got new pieces, but I do have the correct glue. And but this was not, actually it wasn't joined at this ABS joint. There was no glue here at all inside the wall. And this PVC to ABS joint had ABS glue on it, which is yellow, and you can see this is a white glue. So this just pulled apart when I went to repair this. So when I moved this pipe to put a board around it, it was loose. So I had to pull the board back off, cut the wall out, pull the insulation out, and this joint right here, which I repaired already, I used ABS glue, and I brought the other one out already. This is ABS glue, and there's one that's PVC to ABS. So I had to go get that. I already brought it back out, but I mean, it says right now, PVC glue, ABS glue, PVC to ABS glue, and I buy all OT, so, you know, it's been around a while. It works pretty good for my needs. But anyway, I strongly recommend avoiding this at all costs anyway, if you can. I didn't put this in. Obviously, he said he'd save me a few dollars and use some piping he had, which, well, you know, I'm glad for that. But if I hadn't got this, I'd have had a hell of a mess in the wall, right? So I had this joint wasn't glued, and this joint had the wrong glue on it. So the other joints seem to be, this is strong. I torqued them as much as I could, and they seem to be held in there. This is in there good now. It's nice and tight, and it's waterproof. And I just blocked the other end and put 3 pounds of air in it. And I got a pipe blocker. It's holding the air, so I shouldn't have any leaks. But it should hold 5 or 6 pounds. But I never put that much in there because you just break things. But anyway, so if you can avoid it at all costs, I strongly recommend going ABS, 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 or PVC, 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 and not mixing them. But if you're going to mix them, make darn sure you've got the right adhesive, or you're going to run into trouble. And if it's in the wall like this was, well, you're just going to have a hell of a mess, because it's actually the only wall in the house, too, that I have OSB on. The rest of the building is boarded in. There's boards on the outside of that, but I had to close it in fast last year before the winter, so I threw up some OSB, and the inside here is solid wood and the outside is solid wood. Most of the rest of the building is solid wood, which would hold up a little bit better to water than OSB, but I mean, wood is just not going to hold up anyway. Like, you get this leak in here over years, and it was seeping because some of the insulation I took out was not soaking, but it was damp, and it wasn't condensation. There was a leak on the bottom of this here, and there was a small dribble on the bottom of this here because this had the wrong glue and this had no glue. So anyway, in 2024, it's getting real hard to find good help. And if you do find a good plumber, he's probably 70 years old and can't crawl under the building anyway. Young guys don't want to do it. And the young guy that did this here obviously didn't know shit from putty because he used the wrong damn glue. So I paid him a fair price. And I've redone, I think this is the 11th joint. And I had to go reclamp almost every compression fitting with my own set of ring pliers because several of them leaked, and I went and reclamped all of them. And plus I asked for stainless steel fittings, and he used all plastic, which I don't like, and eventually in a lot of places here will get changed out to this here type of a fitting, which I think, you know, holds much better than the plastic ones. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's not that much more expensive. And I asked for the double nailed for the pipes, and he used these, which, I mean, they work, but they don't really actually hold These very well, if they have a twist or a bend in them, they pop off to one side. You know, this is a real cheap way to go. Anyway, I didn't get what I paid for. And as far as I can tell, I got substandard work. The electrician who did the work did a bang-up job. You know, I'm not an electrician, but I've been around a lot of electricians, and his work is great. The plumber sucked. Did a shit job. So, anyway, if you can avoid that at all, I would strongly recommend not mixing pipes. But if you're going to, make sure you have the right adhesive, or you're going to end up, at the very least, tearing apart like I'm doing and redoing it again. At the worst case scenario, changing a good part of your wall because it's been rotted out with black mold. I hope this helps. Cheers.